Previously, demon beasts invaded Earth. During an attack, he was saved by a beast tamer and a small creature that revealed hidden talents. After witnessing his girlfriend with another guy, he decided to break up with her. Now, he arrives at the exam location, ready to take a crucial test. Now to this week's chapter. Zixingyu stood there, his heart beating as he noticed the teacher relaxing with his feet up and a peaceful expression. After gathering his composure, he cleared his throat and said, "Excuse me, sir, but I'm here for the exam." Lifting his head, the teacher said, "You must be Zixingyu." Zixingyu knew who this was, Chen Qunian, an admissions officer from Qinglong Academy. Zixingyu nodded, confirming that he was the one, and signaled to take the exam. Chen stared at him, recalling a report that stated that just one kid in this area was willing to take the academy's admission exam. Su appeared just then, and Zixingyu gave him an irritated look, wondering why he was there. Su mocked him, saying he should know his limits, and pointing out that just 8 people had taken the Qinglong Academy admission exam in the previous 5 years. Su's expression broke into a sarcastic grin as he added that all of them had failed. Su came with a sneer, pushing a paper into Zixingyu's chest. He teased him, implying that if he expected to go in, he was dreaming. If he passed the exam, he would drop to his knees and call him dad with a proud grin. Zixingyu tightened his hands, attempting to remain cool. However, his patience had become thin. With an angry expression, he said that Su should prepare to kneel down and call him dad, since he was not going to fail. Su crushed the paper and yelled at him, but he ignored him completely. Turning to Chen, he said he was prepared to take the exam and asked if they may start. Chen stated with a serious attitude that he needed to make one thing clear: the Qinglong Academy test was difficult. He pointed out that on Zixingyu's application, no backup academies had been provided in the event of failure. Chen also stated that all exam candidates were subject to a condition: if they failed the Qinglong Academy exam, they would never be allowed to attend another Beast Tamer Academy. When the other participants heard about the conditions, they began to insult him. They mocked him as he needed at least 800 spirit power, a rare achievement, and stated he was dreaming. One further stated that if attending the academy was so easy, they would have applied for it too. Ignoring their taunts, Zixingyu turned to Chen and stated he understood and was ready to take the test. Just then, Chen placed his left hand close to the golden orb and announced that the first test was to measure Zixingyu's spirit strength. Zixingyu recognized Chen was asking him to touch the glowing object. He placed his right hand on it, anxious about the outcome. The sphere pulsed gently, detecting the energy in the air, and everyone went silent, replacing their earlier mockery with wonder and anticipation. This was an important moment that would decide not just Xiao's power, but also his future in the world of beast taming. The orb, however, displayed a spirit strength of 316, which was not what he had expected. Su was the first to laugh, criticizing him for believing he was exceptional. His ex-girlfriend piped in, claiming he couldn't even get the bare minimum of spirit power, and everyone around him laughed. Chen was disappointed, believing he had a bright student, and waved for the next person to come up. But the sphere began to shine brighter as Zixingyu's palm was still on it. Chen couldn't believe his eyes and told him to wait since the orb wasn't done evaluating his power. Su was taken aback by the orb's power, which passed 600, and it kept increasing. When the power level reached 711, he couldn't believe it. Just then, the orb reached 802, proving that Zixingyu had exceeded the minimal threshold, but the numbers continued to rise. Su, his ex-girlfriend, and another spectator were stunned as it reached 956. That individual yelled, arguing that it was impossible and questioning whether the orb was broken. Suddenly, the light around the sphere faded, revealing a spirit power of 1028. Zixingyu pulled his hand away, leaving Chen surprised as he read the power, 1028. Chen thought about what type of person he was to have such strong spirit power, while the rest were stunned. Su, on the other hand, was angry that someone he made fun of could achieve such an amazing result. Chen realized that spirit power determined how many beasts a beastmaster could have. The higher the spirit power, the more powerful beasts one could tame, making Zixingyu's result even more impressive. Because, since each beast requires around 100 spirit power to make a contract, having 1028 meant that Zixingyu might potentially become a 10-star beast master. This further added to Chen's amazement at the unexpected turn of events. Then he was thinking about 10-star Beast Masters, remembering that only a few had come out from the Dragon Kingdom in recent decades. He understood he could have discovered the kingdom's next genius. Chen announced Zixingyu's spirit power results to everyone, and Zixingyu grinned. Someone in the crowd mentioned that Yi Ningxuan, last year's girl genius, with a spirit power of 1030. Another person commented on how surprising it was that Zixingyu was only 2 points behind her. Meanwhile, Su and his ex-girlfriend were not happy with the results. Su continued to taunt him, pointing out that the King Long Academy test was divided into 2 parts. His ex-girlfriend added, with an angry expression, that he would never pass the bloodline exam since it assessed beast-quality bloodlines. But Chen had had enough and was ready to begin the next test when a staff member called out to him, appearing concerned. He whispered that there was an error with the orb's spirit power reader, and that Zixingyu's true score was 1032. This surprised Chen because it was 2 points higher than last year's genius. With a serious expression, he ordered the staff member not to say anything yet, and the worker nodded in agreement. Chen turned around and declared that the second phase of the exam, the Beast Bloodline Quality Test, would begin. Zixingyu stood in the center, while those present waited in silence to see if he would pass this test as well. Chen ordered Zixingyu to summon his beast. Zixingyu smiled and lifted his right hand, causing a sign on the back of it to light up. The symbol produced red energy, lighting the air. He placed his right hand in front of him, a determined look on his face, commanding his Black Fang beast to emerge. The red and black energy began to take shape, forming legs with claws as Black Fang started to materialize before him. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and like. It really helps me out.